I thought what we do is we take a closer look at what Garcian does, because it's a strange thing. Garcian is the main character of this game, but you don't play as him much. Or rather, I should say you don't want to play as him much. If you are playing as him a lot, then you're not doing so well, because Garcian's main role in the game is as a cleaner, as he will say. What that means is that if someone dies, you switch to Garcian, he then recovers the remains of the dead member, brings him back to Harmon's room, and brings him back to life. And that's his primary role in gameplay. So you don't really want to use him much, because if you are, it means people are dying. So let's take a look at how that works. We're gonna get ourselves killed as Dan. Yep, just do it. We're just gonna stand here, wait for it to happen. This is on normal, by the way, which is why the weak spot on the duplicator smile is yellow instead of red.
Don't make me say it again. I'm a cleaner.
I'm sorry, but we will have to make Garcian say it again multiple times. And we will have to switch him, because we're going to have to get out to where Dan died and recover him so we can bring him back to life. Right now, I guess we don't have to. We could continue on playing, but we wouldn't be able to use Dan. He just wouldn't be selectable because he's dead. So to get him back, to use him again, we have to get out Garcian. We have to run from the last Harmon's room that we saved at to the place that Dan died. Well, either the last Harmon's room that you saved at or the first one in the level. So it can be a pretty long distance between him and you. Here's a paper bag. I'm gonna grab that.
Look, I'm a cleaner. I can feel no remorse when seeing a dead body. To me, it's merely cold, rotting flesh.
Garcian is very detached and professional. What we have here is a bloody, wriggling paper bag that contains whatever is left of Dan Smith. Garcian went out and brought it back, and now we're going to bring it back to life by pressing A rapidly. Come on, Dan. We did it. Dan is now alive again because we pressed A really fast. We can use him again. We're not gonna. Gonna go back to Garcian. We're gonna select him because I figure that we should take a look at how he plays, since we're not gonna see that a whole lot in the main playthrough. There are certain things that you can't. There's certain things that Garcian can't do, and even if you wanted to, you couldn't actually play through the whole game as him. I've tried to do that. You can play through quite a bit of it, but there are some parts where his restrictions will just prevent you from actually continuing on with the game. Let's just see how far we could get if I just wanted to use Garcian right now. So right now we're on normal. The reason I chose normal is so the weak point on that duplicator will be yellow, and that means we can shoot it with Garcian's gun. If it was red, the only thing that could hurt it would be Dan's collateral shot, which Garcian can't do.
Son of a bitch.
Now, Garcian's gun, it's not very strong, but it is fast, and he has very fast reloading speed. So he does have that going for him. Let's see if I can do something here. Nope, was not able to do it. Garcian does have a down attack, so I'd like to try to make that happen. There we go.
Son of a bitch.
Get that soul shell. Now, Garcian, since you can't level him up with blood, he can't get the special moves that everyone else can get when they level up. So he has a down attack that he starts off with, but I don't think he has anything else. I don't think he has a counterattack, or at least I've never been able to do one with him. I was surprised when I found out that he had a down attack, because I didn't think he had anything like that. Let's see if I can try that again. Just try to get the timing right. Nope. I think I started too late there. So as you probably noticed, I'm just running right by Iwazaru. Don't actually have to talk with him. And you know, when you're playing this a second or third time, you probably just run right by him. The level goes by a lot faster. If you just skip by him and skip all cutscenes and then just continue on with the game. I mean, that should not be a surprise. It's interesting that Garcian's perspective is a lot higher than everyone else's, because he is the tallest character. So, if I'm used to perspectives of everyone else, seeing Garcian tower over these heaven smiles is kind of funny. Alright, let's try this again.
Yeah.
There it is. See, look how short they are. Oh, they got to me. Oh, by the way, you might be wondering, if Garcian is the cleaner, if he's the one who recovers the bodies, what happens if Garcian dies? Well, in that case, it's just a straight-up game over. You have to reload whatever your last save was. So no second chances. Well, Garcian is the second chance. No third chances, I'll say.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
That micro smile usually appears to be above whoever it is you're playing as. But he's below Garcian's eye level.
Son of a bitch.
So you might have noticed that there are people in this building who are not aware of the Heaven Smiles. And that's what it's just like for most people. I mean, we can see them, we can use our vision ring to make them appear, and then we can shoot them. But to everyone else, there's just like no one there. Oh, I can't actually skip this. For some reason, he's the only one, this kid, that when you get his little cutscenes, you cannot actually skip past it. You can skip by everyone else's, but not his. So yeah, to everyone else, the Heaven Smile Menace is very scary, because you don't know where they're coming from. They could be coming from anywhere. There could be one in the room with you right now. You wouldn't know until it just appears right next to you and explodes. Heaven Smile is a lot less scary for Garcia and the Killer7, but to everyone else, it's an incomprehensible menace.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
You hear that? Don't know what that was. It sounded like the sound. Something that I don't think we've seen yet is that if you shoot a Heaven Smile while it's still invisible, you won't hurt it, but it'll start running fast at you. So you want to make sure that they're visible before you actually shoot them.
Yeah.
There we go. These normal Heaven Smiles, not that much of a threat for Garcian, but as we continue on through the game, we will encounter additional tougher Heaven Smiles that would be a significant problem if you had to try to fight as Garcian, if you had to try to go through them to get to the remains of a killed person. That's right, just close it right on her. Looks like my view got reversed. Hold on. You can, yeah, you have like forward and reverse views. All you need is blood. It's not true that all you need is blood. There's a lock here. Garcian can't undo the lock. Only Coyote can. And I can't select Coyote from here. So Garcian has to be turned away. Let's go back the way we came. I could go into Harmon's room and get Coyote, and then he could unlock that, but then I would have to go back to Harmon's room again to switch back to Garcian so we could continue on. A lot of backtracking if I wanted to play as only Garcian. Oh, there's a bunch. They're all right here.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Was not in time to get that down attack. Alright, we have the fire ring. So let's head on into the bathroom and activate that sprinkler. Except, well, we can't actually select the fire ring as Garcian. He can only use his vision ring. He can't use any other rings. So that means that any puzzles that require rings to open, to solve, he can't do. So he would get stuck on parts like this. We need to use the fire ring for the sprinkler. He doesn't have it. We need to use the fire ring for the candles. He can't do that either. He would have to use Coyote's unlocking ability for that locked door. Can't do that. He can't use Mask's ability to blow up cracked walls. He can't use Coyote's ability to smash barriers. So, trying to use only Garcian, it's a kind of a fun little challenge to try to go through entire levels as him and see how much you can actually do. But the game is not really designed for that. You will encounter a whole lot of parts where you just can't go forward because you weren't supposed to. You weren't supposed to be using him. Even though he is the main character of the game, you're not supposed to actually be using him for this. So I think that's probably enough of showing some Garcian in that you can see what he's all about. He has his quick little pistol here. He has his fast reload speed. He has his down attack. You use him to resurrect members of the Killer7. Whoops. And for that matter, maybe we should see what happens if Garcian dies. Let's see. Let's go into the restroom and come back out. So if you have to use Garcia to get someone back, it can... Oh, no one's here now. All right. That can be a big problem. Also, another big problem is thinking about where am I going to find another Heaven Smile to attack Garcian. Let's try the one past the laundry room. Because there will be some Heaven Smiles that you just can't kill with bullets. And since the only thing Garcian can do is shoot bullets, that means there are some enemies that will be roadblocks, and you just won't be able to get by them. There we go. That still wasn't enough. Garcian, pretty tough. So we'll primarily be seeing Garcian in story segments. Cutscenes, parts before and after chapters is usually where we're going to see him. And conversely, the other members of the Killer7, we usually won't be seeing them. We'll be seeing them mostly in the gameplay itself. Alright, let's see if we can do it this time. Oh, and one thing that I was going to do... Let's shoot him while he's still invisible. He's running faster now. And with the death of Garcian, you either have to begin from a save point, or you have to quit the game. So that's Garcian. That's how he works. And I just wanted to show that because we're probably not going to see him much in the main playthrough. Because I'm so good at the game. No, I mean... Hopefully, I don't have to bring him out too much because it means I'm dying. So, you know, hopefully that won't have to happen. But we saw him here, we saw what he can do, and we saw that he's mainly here for if you die, if you get members of the Killer7 killed, bring him out, and bring him back to life. That's Garcian, and I'll see you next time for the next level of Killer7. I'll see you then.